In the early 2000s, making a 100K salary was seen as the American dream. You could buy a home, a nice car, and still have money left over for savings. Fast forward to 2024, and 100K feels like the minimum to get by for many people. In fact, nearly half of US consumers earning 100K live paycheck to paycheck in 2024. And analysts say earning a $100,000 salary no longer makes you rich by today's terms. So what happened? Why isn't $100,000 enough for the American dream anymore? What's the new American dream benchmark? And what's the secret to achieving this dream faster than others? What exactly happened to the $100,000 American dream? The original American dream was not a dream of individual wealth. It was a dream of equality, justice, and democracy for the nation used in the early 1900s. The term was popularized by James Truslow Adams during the Great Depression. However, over time, this term slowly adapted, and by the early 2000s, it was generally accepted that earning over $100,000 was the American dream. But take a look at this. $100,000 in the year 2000 would have the same purchasing power as $181,000 in 2024 when accounting for inflation. That's an 81% increase in just 24 years. No wonder $100,000 doesn't feel like much in 2024 compared to times past. In fact, 51% of Americans say they'd need to earn between $50,000 and $150,000 just to feel financially comfortable. A key pillar of the American dream, owning a home, is increasingly out of reach for Americans as median house prices are now nearly 6 times the median income in the country, with the median house price at a staggering $433K, while the median household income sits at $74K. Rewind back to 1985, and this multiple was only at 3.5, with median house prices at $78K and median household income sitting at $22K. And it's not just housing costs. Everything from groceries to transportation to utilities and entertainment has seen significant hikes. Take a look at this map showing where in the US, $100,000 or less per year covers basic needs of housing, food, transportation, healthcare, childcare, and taxes. This is just the bare minimum to get by. So, what's considered the new American dream benchmark? The short answer, it depends. It varies greatly depending on where you live. In high cost of living cities like New York or LA, you'll need a much higher salary compared to living in rural areas in Mississippi or West Virginia. But you didn't click on this video for a generic answer like that. So let's dive into the facts further and reveal the actual American dream salary as of 2024. In very simple terms, this map displays the true cost of the American dream in 2024 by state. This value varies from $109K on the low end, all the way up to a staggering $200K in states like California, Washington, and New Jersey. Although these salaries are a good guide, they don't tell the true story of what it really costs to achieve the American dream. According to Investopedia, it costs around $3.4 million across your lifetime for the classic American dream, including 2 kids, a house, and car. This is where things start to get interesting when you consider all the average expenses across a family's lifetime. What makes up that staggering $3.4 million figure? Starting with the cost of hospital births for 2 kids at $5,700. Raising those kids to 18 will set you back $576,000. Car purchases across your lifetime typically accrue to $271,000, which includes 10 purchases of used cars lasting 6 years each. Next is college fees, $42,000, followed by an average wedding and engagement ring of $35,000. Then there's the big one, lifetime mortgage costs, which are a staggering $800,000. Your furry friends aren't cheap either, typically costing $68,000 across a lifetime. Health insurance is the biggest number on this list at over $930,000. The cost of living during retirement sits at $715,000, assuming you spend 80% of the median household income and live 12 years of retirement. Finally, there's funeral costs, which on average is about $8,000. When you add up all these numbers, you get $3.4 million. Keep in mind, these values are median figures. If you want to live a more ambitious, luxurious life, you better be prepared to spend much, much more. Now that we know the true lifetime cost of the American dream, let's answer the big question. Can the average American reach this? While financial security is important, it's the intangible aspects of life that bring the deepest joy and meaning. Spend quality time with loved ones, nurture your passions and hobbies, and immerse yourself in nature's beauty. To achieve the American dream should be defined by non-financial achievements, because true fulfillment comes from living a life rich in relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Use your time to make a positive impact on your community. Continuously learn and challenge yourself intellectually. Reflect on your values and live authentically. At the end of the day, it's the memories, connections, and personal development that will be your greatest legacy. Building a high wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, so don't stress over every little detail. But if you're worried about reaching those American Dream salaries mentioned earlier, check out this video on why net worth explodes after 100K.